Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a try on demo for this new product right here, which is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I do have two shades here. I have 130 and 120, so I'll be testing these out for you guys. These are new in the market. Concealer seems to be the thing right now. There's tons and tons of concealers launching the beginning of this year already, so I do also have Fenty concealer coming in today, so I will be doing a try-on demo. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I do upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so definitely subscribe so you don't miss out. And if you want to see a demo and a review on this Milani concealer, then just continue watching. I do have foundation on, I just am missing some concealer. I did pick up 2 shades, and here are the shades. This one is 120 Light Vanilla, and this one is 130 Light Beige. And I did also swatch them. This one is 120, and then this one is 130. And I did swatch the 120 again just to see if it oxidized, and I didn't see any oxidization. I just re-swatched it right there to make sure that it doesn't change color. So by swatching both, 130 is going to be a little too dark for me, but I think it'll be okay. Since I do have it already, I might as well just use it. So I'm going to use 130, which is light beige, just in the inner part right here. And this feels super creamy in corners to kind of help with the dark circles that I do have. And then I'm going to do 120 light vanilla on more like out here everywhere else. And then I'm also going to highlight my face. And I like to blend out my concealer with a brush just to get the most coverage, because I do have dark circles. So with a beauty blender, I do feel like it kind of takes off some of the concealer. So the coverage looks pretty good. I think it covered up my dark circles pretty well. I do feel like I do need a little bit more just right here. So I am going to apply a little bit right there. And it feels really creamy. It has a really nice texture to it. I do see that it is starting to crease right here. So this is one that you will have to set. I don't find a lot of concealers to crease on me, but this one seemed to kind of start creasing. So I'm just going to set mine with this Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have mine in the shade 10 Fair Light. I really like this powder, so I figured I should use a powder that I enjoy using while testing this concealer out. And since I'm already here, might as well set the rest of the face. So now that the whole face is set in my under eyes, I do find that it's not as brightening, and I do kind of see some darkness right here. So I feel like I definitely need to correct, and I could also go down a shade. So this is what everything looks all together. I did set my concealer with you guys, so you guys saw that. It looks really nice on the under eyes, and the coverage is really nice as well. I did want to give a little more information on it. So this concealer, the Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer, does come in 20 shades, and it does retail for $9.99. I did pick mine up on the Milani site. I'm sure Ulta will eventually get it in store, and it also does say, I'm getting this information from Trendmood on Instagram, it does say that it's also coming soon to Walmart. That would be cool if they do, and usually Walmart always has like more affordable prices, so maybe you could even find it $7 or $8.99 at Walmart. I again used the shade 120 and 130, and I feel like 120 is more my shade than 130 is, but I could go down a shade or not use 130 actually, because I feel like my under eyes aren't as bright as they were before I set it. So I feel like I could go down a shade. I really feel like 120 light vanilla is good for me for like everyday use, you know, for work. I don't want to be super highlighted for my under eyes, whereas like if I'm just gonna do like Instagram pictures and stuff like that, I would want to be highlighted down in my under eye area. But overall, first impressions, I do like this concealer. I'm definitely going to keep testing it out. Again, so far I do like it. I feel like the coverage is nice. I do usually need to do like a corrector because my dark circles kind of always peek through a little bit, and you can kind of see here as well. So I was telling you guys that I didn't think this concealer oxidized, and I just do want to tell you I think it does, because it's not the shade that you see in this container. This one's 120 Light Vanilla, and I just swatched it, which is this one right here. And as you can see, the color on the tube is not the same as the color that's on my hand. And then 130 Light Beige, which is the other one. As you can see there, it's not the same color. So I thought I had a really good match just looking at them in the tube. When I saw them, I'm like, oh, perfect, both of these shades will work for me. But now swatching them, you can see they look lighter in the tubes than they do swatched. So overall, my under eye area I feel like looks really good and nice and smooth. I think this will be really good for when I correct my dark circles. Even with like Tarte Shape Tape, I do find that I do have some darkness peeking through, and also with the Too Faced. But I do find that when I do correct my dark circles, or I do add like a brightener under the concealer, it does kind of give me more coverage. So I don't think that these aren't like, or they can't be full coverage, because they are pretty opaque. And as you can see, blending them both out, they don't really get like light coverage. You can see they are pretty good coverage right there. So it's more of me having to kind of correct the darkness so I can really have a like more brighter under eye. I always have these little lines, and that's because I rarely ever correct my under eyes. I do feel like this concealer does have really good coverage, and you can see that on my hand there. It's really good coverage, so I would definitely try these out. Very affordable, and I feel like you won't be disappointed. But you definitely need to set this concealer, because I was seeing like little creases before even finishing blending out my concealer. I did like the feel of it when I was applying it. It felt really smooth and creamy, and I will definitely give this concealer another try. First impressions, I think it's good. My under eyes look really nice and smooth. I really like it so far. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!